hajóst és mehetnek a magyarok, jó ez így? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, just a few minutes before the players' entry, we're going to give you the dance cam. Whoever can see him or herself on the big screen, just move your part. It's a lot of fun.
Hello again everybody, welcome back to the beautiful bustling city of Budapest in Hungary, to the Alfred Hajóst National Swimming Stadium here. We're all agog for the second match of the evening, and I use that word because, advisedly as well, because it's the host nation, Hungary, up against Canada. And Hungary needs to win. We are still at the preliminary stage of the contest. There you have it in Group A. Italy have just defeated Colombia easily by 31 goals to 5, and all eyes will be on goal difference now, because what it means is you'll see a table in just a moment. Italy are top, Canada second, and Hungary, the hosts, are third in that table at the moment. So victory for them absolutely essential to retain the interest of these spectators, some of whom look nervous, some of whom are very, very expectant. It is Hungary against Canada in Group A. The Canadians began with a 7-all draw against Italy, then beat Colombia 22-2, so the Colombia is very much the make-weights in this group, as we expected, in their first ever World Championships in water polo. So here we have it, Italy with a goal difference of plus 27 up 5 points, so they will definitely be moving through into the next phase. Canada, the goal difference at plus 20, have 3 points, but obviously if Hungary beat them tonight, they will move above the Central and North American country. Colombia will be playing no more. Not here. A few swimming caps in the crowd. Ear protectors, and we might all need ear protectors tonight. The noise will be deafening, I'll tell you, if and when the Hungarians score goals. They're expected to get plenty as we look at the two referees this evening, Michael Swartz from the Netherlands and Frank Ulmer from Germany, clad all in white, so they're very distinctive. You can spot them. They'll be very, very busy. The referees have to have their wits about them. Two referees control the players, the gameplay and the playing area throughout the match. One referee standing on each side of the pool. We have a defensive referee and an offensive referee. And we have many people watching every single incident as we look there at judges, timekeepers. There's so many people involved in the organisation of this FIFA tournament in the 19th Championships run here in Hungary. Canada then, the Maple Leafs they are known as. Their world ranking 6. It was 7th in Tokyo, the first Olympic appearance for 16 years. And now we introduce you to the team then. 22-year-old Jessica Gaudreau was the star player in the first match against Italy. She's followed on stage by Kelly McKee from Calgary. Axel Crevier from Montreal. Scored 8 times at the Tokyo Olympics. One of the top left-hand players is Emma Wright, a 24-year-old. She's scored twice in both matches so far. Amanda Amorosa, She has scored nearly 300 goals in her career. 27-year-old Gurpreet Sohi from White Rock in British Columbia. Sounds exotic, doesn't it? Wearing 7, Verica Bakoc. She scored 4 times against Colombia. Got the last goal in the draw with Italy. Here's a lady who wants to become a physiotherapist, but for the time being she concentrates on playing the sport, relentless. The top scorer in Group A, having netted 5 times against Colombia, Hayley McKelvey. She has 7 goals already. 24-year-old Kyra Christmas, exotically named, from High River in Alberta. The only outfielder without a goal to her name, Kindred Paul. Maybe she'll put that right tonight. Shayla Roche scored the late equaliser in that draw with Italy, made her very popular back home. And the lineup is completed by goalkeeper Clara Vulpisi, born actually in Craiova in Romania, but now very much a part of this Canadian squad. Their coach is David Paradello. Calm, phlegmatic. Don't you believe it? There'll be a big roll when the Hungarian flag comes across the stage. Right on cue. Hooters and horns. Sure, I heard a vuvuzela there. Adina Gangel, 4-time European Championship winner. Dorothea Shilagi, she has 6 goals already. Won a European bronze in Budapest in 2020. And the Valier scored early goals in both matches so far. She plays for the most famous club in Hungary, Ferencváros. Hat-trick against Colombia, Greta Gorisati. Zuzana Mate, born in Slovakia, scored consecutive goals against Colombia. Known as Bex, Rebecca Parks, born in Hamilton, New Zealand, a long way from home. Sheldon Maheu, last outfielder of the 11 to score against Colombia. Tonight here against Canada, they'll be hoping for goals from Rita Castellier. The player of the match in the first game, Dora Lemeta. 5 times she found the net against Colombia. Big night for Natasha Rybanska as well. She scored all her goals and there have been 6 of them against Colombia. Winner of the Special Sporting Award recently, Camila Farrago. Kristina Garda won a league title in the Hungarian League in 2008. And finally, the Budapest-born goalkeeper knows the scene, Alda Magyari. And also knowing the scene is the coach of Hungary, Attila Biro, 56 years of age. He's been the coach since 2015. So there you have the runners and riders, the stars of the show. And we will move on with the 2 national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving to stand for the national anthem of Canada.
And now the national anthem of Hungary.
And now, the national anthem of Hungary.
National fervour, national pride, much on show here in the Alfred Hayos National Stadium. Alfred Hayos, by the way, was one of the great all-time aquatics experts, born in Hungary, and also the architect of this complex. That's why it's named after him. So we're almost all set to go, and we look at the Hungarian lineup there. All of them regular goal scorers: Shilagi, Gurisati, Mate, Parks, all had their names on the score sheets. All pretty similar in age, although Camilla Farrago is the youngest at 21. Plenty of experience in this Canadian lineup, but he was so disappointed in the last outcome, the 10-9 loss to Italy. Attilo Biro is their coach. Maybe today he was the player of the match first time out. They were fourth at the last World Championships in Gwangju. They are two-time world champions, Hungary. Now moving across to the Canadian lineup, starring their goalkeeper Jessica Gaudreau. Really was magnificent in the opening 7-all draw with Italy. Kelly McKee's an interesting player as well. Won a silver medal in the 2019 Pan American Games in Lima. Verica Bakoc, she came up trumps in the last match with 4 goals against Colombia. Also scored against Italy. And their coach is David Paradello. There he is, 36 years of age. He coached the team at the Olympic Games. The first time they'd made it to the Olympics for 16 years. And this is a team fact for you. 9th at the last World Championships in Gwangju. 2-time silver medalists. They finished 4th in 2017 here in Budapest, 9th in 2019. And it's cooling down just a little, but still a very pleasant, agreeable 26 degrees centigrade. Key game, needless to say, in this Group A. You see the Canadian there with the maple leaf on the cap. That was Amanda Amoroso. The two teams take up their stations, preparing for the first sprint. Just a reminder, Italy are now top of Group A with 5 points after their victory over Colombia. Canada in second with 3 points, so Hungary, who only have 2 points at the moment, have to win. The draw would be no good because Canada would move on to 4 points. Hungary will be in the white caps, Canada in the blue. To grab that ball first, you can still go on and win the match even if you lose all 4 sprints, but it is seen as quite an important statistic, especially by the coaches. The arm is raised, it is dropped, off we go. Terrific mood in the stadium. And it is going to be the Whitecaps who are there first, to the utter joy of the crowd. It will be a very, very vociferous crowd as well, I do assure you. Hungary win the first sprint. Can they get the first goal? Chanting is all about the name of Hungary. This may be the first shot. Thuds against the upright. And it is now in the grasp of the Canadian goalkeeper, Gaudreau. Plays for the Capital Wave Club. And it's Canada's turn to look for the first score of the night. The ball centrally stationed at the moment. Then it's moved out to the right flank. Move inside, then back out to a left-handed player right in front of the net. Couldn't get the shot through. It might come now. It did, but it's flicked off the top of the crossbar, and the decision is that it was not a corner. First effort really of the night there, coming in from Hayley McKelvey. Yeah, keeper never got a touch. So suddenly the action is focused at the other end of the pool. Crowd expectant. A poor ball there behind, needed a quick recovery. Clock ticking down, remember, 30 seconds to get a shot away. That's all these teams have. Slightly wayward again, the delivery out into this right channel, and as a result the chance is gone. Penny for his thoughts. Canada in the pool here 2 nights ago, registered 22 goals against Colombia. Hungary managed to accumulate 35 goals against Colombia. Well, that means nothing. This is a new night and a new game. Referee moving from one part of his walkway to another. Still 10 seconds remaining for the host nation to get their shot away here. It's got to come very quickly though. It's going to be a long-range try, I fancy. Maybe from the angle now. 2 seconds remaining. Too high. Still 0-0, and we've already had 2 minutes of action as they plough a furrow back to the other end of the pool. Canada hoping to open the scoring. I'm sure plenty of folk watching back in the great North American country here, wishing their team to get the first goal. Not yet. Still we wait. Maybe now. No, blocked, and it's a terrific block as well by the Hungarian defence. I'm sure people back in Montreal, in Quebec, in Vancouver, in Edmonton were all wishing there to see a Canadian goal, instead of which we may well see a Hungarian goal. This is the chance, it's a big chance. Can't take it. Has asked for the ball on the sidelines. Sometimes have to await decisions. And it will be a penalty for Hungary. After that review, and it's the opportunity for the first goal of the evening to be scored. And yes, it is! They're on their feet already. It's Gautier Schlage. It's 1-0 Hungary. And it's taken the best part of 3 minutes to break the deadlock. Very, very important goal. It's all because of that offence there. She almost waited to see which way the goalkeeper would move. That's what it meant to the exuberant players on the bench, who surely all come on, maybe not the goalkeeper, but the rest will all come on at some stage. The goalkeeper can do, of course. Canada's come back here, looking for an equaliser. Chose not to fire it in initially. May have another goal this time. No, again, elects to throw it across. And although it was a left-handed try from the angle there by the Canadian number 10, Kyra Christmas, it didn't find the net. A chance for Hungary to break again with Rita Castelli. Good openings made here, good angle, brilliant finish, 2-0 Hungary. Clenched fist from Grita Gurisati. Keeper has to pick the ball out of the net. Great start for the hosts on a night when they have to win. Gurisati's 5th goal of the championship. She won a bronze in the Olympics and the Europeans. She got a hat-trick against Colombia, and she's on the score sheet again to his delight. They've been working on their technique, their tactics. Substitutions being made, notably by Hungary there. It's something the coaches are constantly thinking about, who to bring in. It is an exhausting sport. Canada yet to register, and we're coming up towards 4 minutes played. That's halfway through the first half. They'll be a bit anxious about the fact they've not summoned up a goal as yet. I'm sure they'll get some at some stage. Kind of hoping it's not just yet. Hungary leads 2-0. Good platform here. No time for panic yet for the Canadians. 11 seconds left. And now they do get the shot in, and it's saved. Look at that. That meant just as much. The save by the goalkeeper, Aldemagyari, was just as important as the goals. Great platform for the host nation already here. I've seen teams come from 2 behind before. Good angle now. And this time it's the opposition goalkeeper that makes the stop. Jessica Guadro, she's 22 years of age now, formerly went to the Indiana University. She's the one who says she didn't like swimming, so she took up water polo. Well, what else would you do? Canada looking to register a first goal of the evening. They trail by 2. Is she going for the shots? Yes, she is. Fortune does not favour Canada as yet. 3 minutes to go. Flew back off the crossbar. Here it is. And the thickness of the crossbar denying the Canadians. So it is Hungary again on the move forward. Their passing has been supreme so far, much better than the opposition's. It's good again here now. There's a move up the middle. Trying to get into that 2-metre zone. This is deflected out. That's allowed in the 2-metre zone without the ball. Crowd gets excited again. Their defence is yet to be breached, with under 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. I'm sure Canada will have something to say about that scoreline before long. Having got the 22 goals here in the last match against the Colombians, they have 12 seconds left to find their first of this evening, and this may be the moment for them. Surely they'll get a shot in soon. Like now. They're off the mark, and the Canadian name on the score sheet is that of Verke Bokoc, the 23-year-old from Toronto. She's majoring in real estate development. Well, she's found a real goal here, a quality one too, and it's 2-1. Well, I told you Canada would register at some stage. That was inevitable. It's very rare a team gets a ducking. Hungary looking to find that 2-goal margin again. Very deft of hand. Save made again. 2 goalkeepers very much to the forefront so far. Swift and rapid counter-attack here. It does look to be space for a shot. She has been confronted, and that's a loose pass over the top of her colleague's head. Canada not quite hitting their straps as yet. Well, they've lost that opportunity. So the ball is back in the hands of Hungary's goalkeeper, Alda Magyari, the 21-year-old, born here in Budapest. There she is, number 13. Featured prominently so far, member of the Dunal club. Hungary want to get 3-1 ahead if they can. Not a free scoring game like the last one we witnessed, of course. Italy was scoring at will and ended up with 31 goals against Colombia. Only about 30 seconds remaining of the first quarter. Canada can level things up here, though. They have a chance. If they can get it to 2-2, they will be mightily pleased, because they've obviously never been in front. In fact, they've rarely been level. Chance gone. It looks as though we're going to get to the close of the first quarter here, with Hungary in the narrowest of leads. Very vocal. The clock counting down and the crowd counting down with it. Might get a shot through here yet. It was a pretty routine stop for Jessica Gaudreau as we come to the close of the first quarter here, with Hungary in a lead of just 2-1. But that would do for them. They just need the 2 points tonight. It is after one of the 4 quarters has been completed. Hungary 2, Canada 1. It's a very attractive sport for people watching for the first time. I think so far so good is the expression. Hungary were first off the mark in this match. The crossbar has been struck as well, but that was the penalty which was converted. Goals from Dorothea Szilagyi and Greta Gurisati for Hungary. The response from Verika Bakoc for Canada. They don't get much of a breather, do they, between quarters, and so already the Hungarians are stationed by their posts, ready for the speed of the restart. Two goals from 8 shots, 1 goal from 6 shots, Canada. Who's going to win the second sprint? Hungary won the first. Who's the quickest? They are designated swimmers. With the ball centrally situated. Mid-pool. Up goes the arm, down goes the arm. We're underway with the second section of the match. And I think Hungary are going to get there again. They do. It was a very determined sprint by Van der Valje. The quickest out there, obviously. The designated role, and she did it well. She's up there now in company with Dorothea Szilagyi. The ball is played into a dangerous position there, but it's eventually going to fall to the clutches of Jessica Gaudreau. Two teams playing the same way that they did in the first quarter. Swap ends after half-time. That's a good ball for Canada from the goalkeeper. There might be a chance here, a shooting opportunity right at the start of this quarter. A chance for Canada to get it back all square. Well, she managed to beat it out again. And it continues to be a good tournament for the 21-year-old Alda Magyari. Makes herself big. Just the 3 goals scored in the first quarter. the odd leap there, feigning the shot into the centre of the pool. Not to anybody else in a white cap, so that one founders too. And it's Canada's opportunity to move forward again. Single goal margin isn't comfortable for the host nation, not at all. Ball was almost lost there in the centre pool by Canada, but now they are on the move forward. It's easy to see chances from up here, and it was almost a lob. It did beat the goalkeeper, but came back. It only tickled the crossbar, this one, I would suggest. It didn't really thump against it. Ball was going to stay out. Will this one go into the net at the other end of the pool? It is a big chance here for the Hungarians to establish the lead. Oh, and it's up and over. Again, foiled Van der Valje. I don't think the crowd will be happy until their side has an unassailable lead. It's definitely not that at 2-1. Nervous moments, especially having lost the last match here against the Italians. They're not used to defeat the Hungarian women's water polo team. 2-1 ahead at the moment. Long ball fired right across the goal there, and again the frame of the goal comes to Hungary's rescue. No fortune once again, this time for Gurpreet Sohi from British Columbia. Delightful part of the world. Hungary's possession. Threatening position. Doesn't go for the shot, goes for the pass across the angle, back into the centre. And they're taking their time over it. But they got it right in the end, didn't they? Super strike, goal number 3. The scorer is Gurisati again. Rita Gurisati's second of the night. It makes it 3-1 to Hungary. Gurisati has moved on to 6 goals in the championships. He was one of those who has won bronze in the Olympics and the European Championships. Got a hat-trick against Colombia and threatening to follow that up with another one here. She's 2/3 of the way to 1. It's Canada who have all the work to do. But they're very capable. And there's an offence that is punished by the officials. Gives Canada this chance. Surely now, absolutely, 2-3. Canada's second is registered by Hayley McKelvey. It's her 8th goal. Hayley McKelvey, 8 goals in the tournament, and a vital one as well to bring the score back to 2-3. Goalkeeper exposed. Hayley McKelvey played here in 2017 in the World Championships. It is. Hungary's next attack, featuring the same players, and it's into the middle, and it's into the net. Well, it's not quite into the net, but it's into the goal. It stopped halfway over the white line, but that was good enough, and it's 4-2 now. Curious goal, but it is scored by Natasha Rybanska. She's up to 7 for the tournament now. Just sort of squeezed through beyond the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's got her fingers to this one, but can't keep it out. Well, the crowd didn't care. Well, Rybanska here had a brilliant game against Colombia. She scored 5 in that match. No, 6 in that match. She didn't score against Italy. She's on the mark here tonight. 4-2 Canada trail. Good attack. This could be a more free-scoring quarter than the first one. Yes, it's getting a feel about it as this game now, as the 3rd Canadian goal is scored by Axel Carrier. She always knows the way to the net. She has 4 in the tournament. She got a hat-trick against Colombia. Scored 8 times in the Tokyo Olympics. And makes it more nervous again for the hosts at 4-3. This one's not over by a long chalk. A long way to go in the match. Still over halfway to go in this second sector with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. 8 minutes in total, of course, makes up the quarter. Hungary have not been behind. That's the squeakiest of margins as the clock ticks away. Looks like a good angle from here, but it's not always the case. They always try and find the player with the best angle for the shot. It's going from right to left, back to right again to the left-handed player who fences for position. It goes the other way, comes back off the goal, and Canada survive. Another 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. It is Hungary 4, Canada 3. Remember, a Hungarian victory takes them into the top 2 at the expense of the Canadians. Italy already through. They get even more nervous for the crowd if Canada score again here now. Well, it was their ambition, but they were foiled. Splendid defending from the Canadian, from the Hungarian number 9, Dora Lemita. Some very eye-catching moves here, the latest from Hungary. Every outfield player is in this half, defended by Canada. Shot inevitable, foiled by the woodwork. Probably plastic work these days. Always used to be woodwork, but they're coming again. Roared on by these fanatical water polo followers. Oh, did it or did it not cross the line? My feeling was that it probably did not, but not sure. We'll have a good look at that one. I don't think it did. It was a decent effort from Lemita, but no. Oh, not so sure now. Not sure at all. There will be a review. The initial feeling was that it came down into the water ahead of the white line, but then it just seemed to take some backspin. It wasn't sufficient backspin to carry the ball over the line. It's a good job we have this sort of technology. The one who waits here, Dora Lemita, has 5 goals in the championship and he's about, well, hoping it's going to go up to 6. Another born in Budapest, player of the match after those 5 goals against Colombia. Here comes the verdict. Wait if there's a roar or a groan. No. It's given. There was considerable doubt about that one. But Lemita has the goal. It's her 6th of the tournament and it's 5-3. Big moment in the match, that one. There's where it just span back and the despairing, groping hand to try and retrieve the ball. Well, matches are made up of all sorts of decisions, and that was an absolutely vital one. Still over 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Hungary versus Canada for a place in the next round. Hungary respond again. It's a poor ball way over the top of her partner, but they've still got the best part of 2 minutes in which to retrieve this. Won't start immediately though, because they have to swim back desperately to defend, having used up all their 30 seconds. Ball in the hands of the Hungarian number 11 now, leaping up and down, finally finding the pass that she was looking for. It's Camilla Ferrago, one of the youngest members on the team, who's come on and figures in this move. Won the Sports Award recently, Ferrago. Crowd are desperate for the shot. Not to be from Levita this time. Successful with her previous effort. They do keep tally of how many shots every player has had and how many are successful, how many are unsuccessful. Canada's turn to come and threaten with their number 11 at the heart of the action. This is Kindred Paul, the only outfield player for the Canadians who hasn't registered a goal yet. Oh, it's a super lob. That was pure class. Really talented goal for the Maple Leafs. And it was the number 3 again, Axel Crevier, who fired it in. And her success rate is 2 out of 3. A bit more anxiety around now. They deficit back to just 1 at 4-5. And remember, she was the player who brought it back to 3-4. So consecutive goals for Crevier. From the Montreal club. Montreal Quest, the name of the team she plays for. Hungary's quest is to get another goal again here now. Always threatening, not always delivering. And the longer ball goes awry, and the chance may have gone because they've only got 4 seconds here to find a shot. It's got to be now. Oh, it's brilliant! What a decisive throw that was. For all the world as though the ball had gone in for a moment, but it did not. It was a fantastic effort, right on the last second of the move. I think many in the crowd, like me, thought it was in to start with. That one isn't. Tipped aside by the goalkeeper. It will be a corner, but a good save there from the Hungarian number 13, Alda Magyari. But there won't be time for it because the second half comes to a closure with this important save made by Magyari. Well, Hungary have a slender lead. Canada are right in the quest for the 2 points, though. At the halfway stage of the match in this preliminary round in Group A, it is Hungary 5, Canada 4. Goalkeeper must be the worst position to play in this sport, constantly having to pick the ball out of the net. I suppose there's an average of around about 20 goals per game goes in. We've seen an above average score earlier in the evening with Italy registering 31 times against Colombia, who in total conceded 88 in their 3 matches, a goal difference of -77. Goal difference can be important, but not really tonight because it's a simple equation. If Hungary win, they go up to 4 points above Canada, who will finish in 3rd place. Italy already qualified on 5 points, 2 wins and 1 draw, and a goal difference of +27. Hungary did have a superior goal difference to Canada tonight, but a draw would be no good for Hungary. Victory certainly would be. Well, he's certainly steeled up for it. Attila Biro. His first year as the coach, Hungary won the European Championships. Took a gold medal from there. And of course, here in front of their own fans in their own country, they'd be hoping to win another gold. But at this point, they've had 5 successful shots to Canada's 4. And shot efficiency, just 33% for the hosts and 29% for the Maple Leafs. So on with the show as we embark into the second half of the contest, so the sides change ends. Lovely underwater shot there, the feet The players must not touch the bottom of the pool. Redia there has registered a couple of the goals. Valli on the score sheet as well for Hungary, for whom Gurisati has scored twice. Now there'll be plenty more opportunities for goals as we resume here with a third sprint. Hungary won the previous two, and they're going to win this one comfortably. Really comfortably as well there, thanks to Van der Valje, who's always the first out. Obviously all good swimmers, but some are sprinters and some are not. Some are good shooters. So it means that Hungary will get the first opportunity to add to their goal tally now. And it is Valje, who scored early in both matches. Over the top. It's going to be a very nervous ending to this game, I think, no matter what happens, unless Hungary can score 3 or 4 more quickly. That ball was tipped over the top by the Canadian number 7, Bakoc, but it doesn't matter, that's not a corner, only if the goalkeeper touches it over. And it is a Canadian attack that we're looking at now. 7 seconds left, comes back down behind the goalkeeper, but not across the line. So once again, Magyari is freed from the responsibilities of keeping the ball out. Great long throw from her, finds space in the pool. And there are plenty of players up here in shooting positions, in good shooting positions. Good enough to find the net. You could just sense there that the Canadian defence had been split asunder, and the one to take advantage was Rita Castelli. So 7th of the tournament, it's number 6 on the night. 6-4. That's brought new cheer for the Hungarian fans. There it is again. Groping, grasping fingers couldn't do the job and couldn't keep it out for the Canadians, who are moving forward again now, though. They lunge at the player with the ball, that's okay. And so is this, who again, she threatens the shot. Twice she threatens. Finally over the top, though, from Gurpreet Sohi. Back she goes. You've got to change direction so quickly in this sport. The goalkeeper's job is to locate one of her own with the throw-outs, which is exactly what she's done again here now. Others are swimming in support. Here's a brilliant opening and a brilliant goal. That's a super team goal. The pass was delayed. The arrival of the scorer, Shilagi, was to perfection. And all of a sudden, Hungary have roared into a 3-goal advantage at 7-4. Job done there for the moment. Really, really good team goal, this one. The Canadian defence has been breached 7 times, twice already in this 3rd quarter. So it's up to them to find a way back into the contest. The play resumes as now they'll have less than 10 seconds to find a shot. Don't think they're going to be able to manage that. If Hungary get the next goal, they'll be, well, a long way towards where they need to be, which is on the way to 2 points. The Canadian coach won't have given up hope yet. He could call a timeout. We haven't had one as yet in the match. Big opportunity here. Oh, it was a long-range try. They have the ball back again. There might be another long-range try as well. No, on the angle now. Canadians back defending. This is a purple patch for Hungary. It could be decisive in the final analysis. It's a super strike again, and the goalkeeper was given absolutely no hope by Rita Castelli. On the mark for the 2nd time in minutes. 8-4. A really decisive period of the game. She's got 2 of the last 3 as Koscielny.
On system.
And a timeout is called, and it's unsurprising that it is Canada who've called that team timeout, with David Paradello really concerned at the moment.
It's one by one.
Just getting away from the Canadians.
Don't try to do everything all at once. One step at a time.
A minute. End of timeout. Play resumes roughly where the ball was at the time the timeout was called. And the ball is lobbed back in by the referee on the far side. They're not allowed to splash water in the face of the opponent, unsurprisingly. Certainly won't be gentlemanly or good conduct by anybody. Canada ever more desperate for a goal. 5 seconds left for the shot. Beaten away by Magyara yet again. Having another inspired night, the 21-year-old from Budapest in her home city. Can Hungary extend the lead to 9-4? Ball is long, it's into a great area of the pool. And somehow it was lost there because there was a hold-up foul. That's quite frequently done in this sport, just to give the defending team some time. You can see the swimmers going over to the sidelines again, because it's Hungary who this time decide that it's time for a timeout. But when they come back in, you could quite imagine them scoring another goal very rapidly indeed. Looks like being a good night for him so far, but not counting his chickens. One of the stars has been Greta Gurisati there. Got a hat-trick against Colombia. She has 2 goals tonight, so does Shilagi, and so does Castelli. The other scorers have been Lemita and Rybanska. So this is where the play does resume. The ball will be thrown to the goalkeeper, and then she can choose who she wants to throw it forward to. Hungary building already, with another 15 seconds on the clock for them to conjure up a shooting opportunity. The left-handed players tend to play on the right side, and vice versa. Right-handers on the left, and it's one of those right-handers who finds the net again now. Super strike, super Rita. There's the name for you, Rita Castelli, and she's the first to a hat-trick. And it is getting away from Canada just a little bit now. She scored 3 of the last 4. The 6th, the 8th and the 9th goals are all from the right hand from Castelli. Hungary 9, Canada 4. They're not home and certainly not dry, not in the swimming pool, but 9-4 is the score. Not one that Canada are revelling in at all. I think they knew it was going to be a tough night here. It certainly turned out to be tough, but this is a chance for them. Wide of the far upright, angle too acute. Off we go again with another Canadian opportunity at close range quarters. A proliferation of fouls there by the Hungarians, just to stall the Canadian moves forward. But they can only stall them for so long. Chance gone awry again for Canada, who are making too many mistakes. They could be punished again as Hungary look to move into double figures. Could be in the next 10 seconds. Crowd waiting with bated breath here to see that ball fire into the net again. Not yet. To their great relief, Canada managed to nip that one in the bud. And set sail themselves in the opposite direction with Kyra Christmas, the 24-year-old, who got the hat-trick against Colombia. She comes from High River in Alberta. Ten seconds remaining on this play for Canada. Has to go for goal. A rather forlorn attempt, you felt there, with a little over 2 minutes remaining in this third period. Thoroughly enjoyable performance from the home side so far. Canada managed to keep them at bay for a long time. Well, this has been an outstanding quarter for Hungary. The one where they managed to turn the tide. And they turned it even more. Not really with that pass, maybe with this one. Tipped aside, well blocked. No joy on that occasion for Kristina Garda. Who knows they're not over the finishing line yet in terms of qualifying. Canada's number 10 is Christmas. And their number 7, Bakoc. Into disputed area. Big chance still here for Canada to find one back. The longer the contest goes without them scoring, the worse it's going to get for them. Again, they have to be sharp about it. Less than 10 seconds here to get a shot through. That had to be her, and once again, goalkeeper Magyari responds. There is always a player of the match named. Often it is the goalkeepers. Sometimes so many players get hat-tricks, it's difficult to choose between them. Here they are again, Hungary. And the chance was lost there with 45 seconds on the clock. And in that 45 seconds, you feel that Canada needs to score. 9-4 behind. It's a very tall order for them, especially against the host nation. And we'll know this pool well. 25 seconds remaining. Well, they're certainly not going to get more than one back, but one would be very welcome for the Canadians. Now they took their time about it. The Hungarian defence was solid again, and they are going to get to the three-quarter mark of this match with a 5-goal lead by the look of it. Just a couple of seconds to go. They will attempt a shot on goal. Well, it flew in as well. Flew in after the hooter, though. So it is Hungary 9, Canada 4 at the three-quarter mark, and a rather rueful look on the face of Canada's coach there, David Paradello. Hungary 9, Canada 4, set up for the final section. Such a popular sport here in Budapest. But, all hope not yet lost. One of the coaches standing silently. And it will be a quiet Canadian team, I would suggest, at the moment. It's the Hungarians who are very much on top here. Seems quite a long while now since Canada found the net. The goals have been varied. That was one of Shilagi's. Anguish for the Maple Leafs. Joy for the Hungarian coach. Enjoying his moment in the spotlight. With 1 quarter to come. Shake of the head, wave of the arms, what is going on? I think that was the message. So here they come for the fourth and final quarter. Hungary leading 9-4. And it's going to take a massive effort from Canada now to turn this one around and for them to stay in the competition. Italy are already through from Group A. Hungary would appear to be about to join them, but they've still got a job to do over the next 8 minutes. Starting with the fourth sprint, they've won all previous 3. Now they're going to win this one. They will just... It was almost there, as though the Canadian player got a touch of the ball at the same time, but directed it to the Hungarians. Crowd has been really up for this one, trying to give their team a lift. No less than you would expect as Hungary progress. Not quickly, but is it decisively? No, the interception made on the shot, which was never going to be strong enough to beat either the goalkeeper or the Canadian defence. Gaudreau had the ball. She's sent it forward quickly, saying it into a right-sided position now. Canada trying to exploit any defensive weakness that may appear in their faces. Rather pedestrian approach, it has to be said. So she has to go for goal from distance. The effort was from Kelly McKee, the 29-year-old. His only goal came in that 7-all draw with Italy. Hungary looking to get into double figures here. And they do! It's all turning right on the night for the Hungarian coach and his players. They lead 10-4 here. And it's a goal for Van der Valje. First one in this match, third of the tournament, she scored early goals in the previous 2 matches. This one not so early, but equally significant. The lead has been stretched to 6 goals at 10-4. It's getting rather desperate for Canada now. We've seen a lot of goals scored in the matter of seconds, let alone minutes. But the last time the Canadians scored was to make it 4-5, so the last 5 goals have all gone into their net from Hungarian hands. They might be able to make that 6 any minute now. Now, that was neither one thing nor the other. Really important throughout here for Jessica Gaudreau to manage. Once again, Canada making tracks forward, but not quickly. They could score here. The defensive work has been a lot improved tonight from Hungary, from the last match against the Italians, which they lost 10-9, of course. And there's a good example, stalled by the up-thrust arm of the defender. Let's have a look at it. There, that was brilliant defending. The Canadian coach is ever more animated. There he is, you see, waving his arms around on the side of the pool. 10-4 Hungary lead. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the contest. Surely they can't let it slip now. But there is one back into their net. It's the first Canadian goal for a long, long time. With 5 minutes remaining in the contest, Canada hopes are renewed by Kyra Christmas. Her first goal. Makes the deficit sort of half, 10-5. Long way to go. Hungary 10, Canada 5. As we resume now with the ball moving towards the Canadian net for the umpteenth time. It's been a better attacking display and a better defensive display from Hungary. I think they were really stung by the reverse against the Italians. You have the feeling that one more goal for the host nation will finish the job. It's a decisive advantage they've already found for themselves. They want to make it even more decisive. Sizing up the efforts. Where's it going to come from? Here must be the shot, surely. Well saved. Canada will drag this one out as long as possible. They know they're up against it. If they get the next goal, there may be a few nerves. Canada had a big win in their last match against Colombia, but it was never going to be like that again tonight. And their fortune again does not favour them as this one spins back off the upright. Decent enough attempt from Kindred Paul, who's at the University of California. Well, the clock really is ticking down, and not to the liking of the Canadians. Less than 4 minutes left in the contest. Is this the moment of deciding? No, it took a deflection. So it's beginning to look as though Canada are going home. Adrenaline kicks in, but we're going to have a timeout here called by Canada. The coach knows that it's slipping through their fingers.
All right. Kira in the 1, Axel in the 2, Haley 4, Shay 5, Kelly 6 posts, Emma 3 posts. We go 4. Haley in the 4.
Well, that's what he had to say. Let's see if his players can respond. They've not got long in which to do so, mind you. It's so important, the time of the timeout. Coaches have to think very carefully about it. So every Hungarian player is back to defend here. They need to be as well. Big chance, a shooting opportunity for Canada, and it's a good goal as well. Well, that might be why he took the timeout. He knew that they had a platform there, and they profited from that with a goal from Haley McKelvey, her second of the evening, and it does reduce the deficit to just 4 now at 6-10. Hungary still in the driving seat. This was a good finish, and the flag is still flying. Even though the chances are slim for the Canadians. I'm sure this fervent Hungarian crowd is expecting to cheer their team to the victory that will guarantee them a place in the next round. You can probably hear them now. Still 10 seconds left on this play. Ball into the centre position. Oh, it's a glaring miss, really. Sometimes difficult to know your location in the pool. But it's still Hungary 10, Canada 6. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. Less than 3 minutes for Canada to retrieve this situation. Maybe it was too easy against Colombia in the last match, gave them a false dawn. But they're queuing up here to have the honour of scoring a 7th goal for their country. And that's what they do. The comeback is on. It's now 10-7. Once again, it's Haley McKelvey. But every one of her goals has come against the tide, so to speak. She scored at 2-3, she scored at 6-10, and now she's scored again at 7-10. She's a sharp shooter. The 26-year-old who has 9 goals now. One of the survivors from Budapest 2017. Still 2.5 minutes to go. The deficit just 3. So Hungary must not rest on their laurels. First job there was to fend off the opponent, to retain possession of the ball. The next job for Hungary is to get it to somebody in a decent shooting position, although the ball at the moment is in the hands of the referee on this side of the pool, because we've got another timeout, as you can see, this time called by Hungary. Well, that's time on the clock.
Nincs kiállítás az ellenfél kapu előtt, rántanak, stb. Vissza, ki kell védekezni, hatalmas.
Ne legyen szarás, azért már 3-mal vezetünk, és 2-3-mal.
There, the sound of the hooter, which is a hint to the players to get back to their stations. And play will resume with an opportunity for Hungary to get that 1 goal you feel is going to be enough to take them to the 2 points. 20 seconds remaining on this play. Good position. Using up time is just as important as scoring goals sometimes. That's one of those situations now. The shot must come in now. It's a super shot. That might be the moment that Hungary seals their place in the next round. Clever build-up. Calculated build-up. And decisive finish from Dora Lemita. It is 11-7. Her second of the night. Her 7th of the tournament. And a popular call there from the announcer, to which the crowd responds. All on again for the Canadians to stem the tide. Even if Hungary don't score again, you feel they've done sufficiently. Canada might yet have another say, though. Ball lost under challenge, but it's still Canada's turn to come forward. And another decisive moment in the game with the stop from the Hungarian goalkeeper, Ala Magyari. She's instigated a move forward, and there'll be another big roar if Hungary gets the next goal. With probably round about a minute remaining, that will be all. But can they get that next goal? It will take them on to 12-7 if they do. Well, there must be a big scoring chance here now. With still 15 seconds remaining on this play. So the clock counting down very much in the favour of Hungary and against Canada. Unable to take it. We've still got close on a minute left. But the margin is still 4 goals in Hungary's favour, 11-7. Chance gone a-begging for Canada. I'm sure the Hungarian supporters here in Budapest would like to see just 1 more goal. They know that victory is now assured. They will be going through with Italy. But 1 more goal would just round off the night. It was quite close for a long time. And then there was a really purple patch for Hungary, which saw them coasting to what has been a good victory. Came off the angle. So there was to be no 12th goal. But there'll be a big cheer any second now. The countdown is on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've made it. Hungary successful on the evening. They've overcome the Canadians by 11 goals to 7. Yet again, the Hungarian goalkeeper, Ala Magyari, was one of the stars. Coach Attila Biro is a happy man tonight. It was always going to be a nervous night, but they had a brilliant phase during the second part of the contest. That's why they've made it through 11-7. Well, you feel a bit for the Canadians. They did their best. They were in the contest for a while, but they were torn asunder at one point with goals going in rapidly from a number of the Hungarian players who were all capable of scoring. There were 6 different names on the score sheet this evening, but they really took the contest away from Canada. "29 shots at goal, 11 of them found the net for the Hungarians. 30 shots from Canada, that's one more. That's a bit surprising, but only 7 of theirs found the net. So it's a victory for the team that won all the sprints. The personal fouls equal at 10 apiece. Nothing unusual about that. All part of the game. We're going to look at some of the highlights of this contest, which began well for the Hungarians. It was never going to be a high-scoring encounter in comparison with some of the other matches we've seen here. And if you remember, it was 10-9 to Italy against Hungary. It was 7-7 between Italy and Colombia. Italy and Canada. Colombia very much the make-weights. There was one VAR decision which went Hungary's way, and the night went the coach's way. Yet again, the goalkeeper's on top form. As always, we have a player of the match. And it's Rita Castelli, because she scored the really important goals tonight. She was the one who made it 6-4, 8-4 and 9-4, so scoring 3 out of 4 goals in a really brilliant phase of the game for these delighted Hungarian supporters who've been here to celebrate the life of a legend who we lost recently. So it's Italy top with 5 points. Hungary, well, they're happy enough because they go through with 4. They go through to the quarterfinals. Canada on 3 points there. And Colombia, I'm afraid, well, they exit the tournament. It was their first ever World Championship in water polo, and they were unable to register a point. The crowd is going home very happy, though, on the back of this victory. And coming up next in the men's preliminary round in Group A will be Brazil against Montenegro and Hungary against Georgia. That's the way it's worked out. So I hope you've enjoyed the coverage here in Budapest. And from the Alfred Hajdú Stadium, we say a very good evening to you.